Hello, let everybody tune in. I just had something on my mind just now from a quick conversation with my brother. So I'm going to let you tune in. I just want to talk about credit in the black community. I really do. I was getting ready to pay some bills, and I just had a conversation with my brother and decided I need to go live because I'm really tired of us being scared of credit, scared to see what our credit is and what's happening. Y'all, I got my hair probably pinned up in a lot of places. What's happening is we so scared to even see what our credit is to the point where it's making us poor. We're spending more money utilizing other options instead of just educating ourselves on credit. And that's what I am. I'm a credit educator. I'm going to leave this out. So tune on in for a second. Credit in the black community with the kitty talk. English, Spanish, and French. Euros, dollars, and yen. Why the kitty talk? Give y'all a second. I think that this might be too far for me. I was not sitting up high enough or something. Let's sit up. A little higher. Hello on this not a hurricane, this tropical storm Wednesday. I am here to talk about credit in the black community. I want people to know that I am a credit educator. I love learning about credit and I love teaching, showing others what I have learned. I'm finding in our community that we have so many people that are scared to even try to see what their credit is and educate themselves on credit. Like, for instance, I just had a conversation with my brother, and that's what made me go live. You have people out here, and I was one of them. I didn't know. Let's say, for instance, we'll need a vehicle. And instead of getting to the root of the problem, we need a vehicle. If I need a vehicle, most of the time I don't have the cash to buy a cash vehicle. I need to finance. But instead of us learning about our credit, we'll just assume that we don't qualify for a vehicle or that we need a cosigner and never go in and pull our credit. First of all, you get one free pull a year, which to me is way too little. But one free pull a year from my annual credit. There's somebody right there cash apping me to talk to them about credit tomorrow. You get one free pull a year from, is it annualcreditreport.com? But that's just once a year. You want to check it once a year? That's like checking your bank account once a year. Knowing you got to pay your bills every single month, but you check your bank account once a year. You don't know what the hell going in there and the hell coming out. That's my girl right here, y'all. Janae. I love her. Janae. She the one, y'all. That's the plug. That's the plug right there. I posted some free game from her yesterday. That was the day before yesterday about those cash rewards. But you got to know about your credit to know how that cash reward thing work. I did not know. Yeah, I'm talking about you. But I'm going back. Okay. But anyway, I know somebody that doesn't know what their credit is like. And they're spending money on Ubers and things to get to work. And we're going to talk, but they're calling me to find out information about a car dealership. But what I was saying was, hey, let's see what your credit is like. Because I might can have someone that's awesome at a car dealership that's a good salesperson. But if your credit isn't right, you can't get the loan anyway. Then you might qualify for the loan and you don't know it. So instead of going into the dealership playing Russian roulette, I don't know. Now, when you don't know, they're going to take and they're going to run your credit through all of these different companies trying to get you approved. Versus if you know where you stand, you will know whether you need to walk in that dealership or not. And it's better to be prepared. Download Credit Karma and just see what it says. Don't worry about the score. Just worry about the factors. Because what I was telling her I could do is, let's download Credit Karma and let's go through your personal credit. Either you qualify right now or you don't. And if you don't, what I can do is show you what you need to do to your credit so that you do qualify for a car loan. Because by the time you spend money on Ubers, Lyft, Z-Trip, Friends, you done depleted the money that you was going to work for. And it's happening in our community so much. Like, we're scared of credit just because we don't know it. And we end up spending more of our dollars because we don't know. So we're renting cars to do all of this stuff. Okay, yesterday, for instance, I have another person that I ran into, and they were paying $550 a month for a car, but the car wasn't in their name, and they took over the car payments for someone else. The person got upset and took the car back. Now, that particular person has been paying $550 every single month, and not a dime of that is reporting on her credit bureau. So she didn't get no credit for a year worth of on-time payments. That's another thing about credit woes. If you can afford $550 a month, at least let that be on your credit so that you get credit for paying that. Then they had a disagreement about something else, and the person took the car back. So now that person has been getting their $550 car note paid every single month by someone else, and they get all the credit for it. Is that right? If you're ready to buy a house, let's say you want to buy a house or you want to do something, and they need to look at your payment history. If that is not on your credit report, it didn't happen. That's basically the end of the day. You paid $550 every single month, and it's just like it didn't happen. So that's some things that we need to think about. So the other person on the flip side got credit for $550 every single month that they did not have to pay a dime on. And that's often where we're at. We're just ignorant. We just don't know. And I don't mean to say ignorant like ignorant in a profane way. I mean, ignorance is something we don't know. Like to rocket science, I'm ignorant. I don't know anything about rocket science. But I want us to start educating ourselves on credit. Pick up a book, YouTube. All of that stuff is right there for free. If you can't afford to pay someone to help you with your credit, make it a business to mind your own business and go on YouTube and look up. You can just type in credit counseling, how to repair my credit. But you have to take responsibility of the business of yourself. And many times we'll take responsibility of looking good, but we won't take responsibility of our business and our finances. And that's what actually matters at the end of the day. You cannot pass on, you can't pass on, well, you can pass on poverty. But I don't want to get into all of that because that's just, I'll be going off the deep end. But you want to be able to pass on something to your kids. You want to be able to show them how credit works and how to leverage other people's money to get what you need to get. Like using a credit card. You're leveraging their money, not your cash flow. So now you're able to use their money, pay for what you need, get reward points, then take your money that's been sitting for a while and pay on your credit card. Now you got the reward points over here that you wouldn't have received if you were using your debit card. So that's a form of using other people's money. If you get good credit lines, you can use that type of stuff to help with your business. You get gas cards. That helps you with your cash flow. Now, every time my van goes out, I don't have to come out my pocket and pay for gas. When I have my rental cars, I don't have to come straight out of my pocket and pay for gas and pay for maintenance. I can use those gas cards. That help me leverage other people's money. But it all starts with learning about our personal credit. Minding your business. Your personal credit is your business. It's the business of self. Everything starts with the business of self. And just like we should check our bank accounts every day, and we should check our credit reports doggone every other day. You know what I mean? I go in my Credit Karma and I just like to know what's going on. It might not even change, but I just like to see what's going on. And that's the same thing I do with my bank account. I'm in there every day, all of them, because I just need to know. But if minding the business of yourself is the most important business, because everything you do starts at the root of you. And you got to remember, if we don't educate on ourselves on credit and finances, that affects our entire life. That affects where you live. Where affecting where you live affects your children. Because think about like this here. Let's say we don't worry about credit. We don't give a damn. But we have to live in the hood. Because we ain't really caring about it. Maybe we don't even have a car. So if we don't have a car, that means little Johnny got to keep walking past gangs every day to get to school. And to me, which is more important? Me learning about credit, checking my report, making sure my things are correct so I can stay in the proper neighborhoods so that my child is not exposed to all of that. Or me saying, fuck it. Not caring. Not even trying to find out. And we got this smartphone right here where anything we need, we can learn it. But me saying, no, I'll bump that. I ain't going to worry about it. And I just live where I live. Now I'm putting my children in that kind of space. And to me, I love mine too much. I really do. And I ain't making no excuses for that. Fuck that. I love my kids. And because I love my kids and my family, I know it's certain stuff that I have to do so they won't have to be exposed to everything. They don't have to worry about walking down the street and gunshots, or walking down the street and this dude over there, he's selling weed and he's selling cocaine and I got to walk past them. And then they kind of looking at me like, well, dang, he a young innocent face. If we get little Johnny in there, ain't nobody going to be taking that he running drugs. So now, because I'm broke and little Johnny needs some money, little Johnny going over there. That money that the drug dealer giving little Johnny is something when you going home to a Roach Motel. So all of that is my fault. So do I want to have a child that can be a child, or do I want to have a child that needs to recover from their childhood? All that reverts back to credit and finances. It's just the truth. And sometimes we can't help it. Like, y'all, I had my daughters at 17 and 18. So that means I got pregnant at 16 and 17. At one point, I'm living on DePaul right now. I lived in Monaco Arms. Monaco not bad, but Monaco, I was on Section 8. So I had Section 8. I had food stamps. And even with that, I used to work at the Wells Fargo right there on the corner. Well, it was Wachovia back then. And I used to go to FSCJ at North Campus. It was FCCJ back then. So back then, I'm a bank teller part-time, going to school part-time, and living in Section 8. And I had my daughters, one of them before I graduated high school. So I ain't saying nothing that I don't know. I'm telling you what I did. And if I could do it, anybody can. You got people who come from worse situations and better situations. I could have made that excuse that, hey, I had my daughters young, and I could have just rested on that for the rest of my life. And this is what we're going to be. And this is what I'm going to pass down to them. I'm going to pass them down on poverty. I'm going to pass down not teaching them how to do their finances, not learning about credit, so I can't tell them how to do nothing. Or am I going to say, you know what? Just because you got pregnant earlier, that don't affect your brain. That just means you made your mistakes early in life and God gave you a chance to make them early so that you can recover and learn more quicker. It's all about the view that we take on that. And then even after that, I got married, had 3 houses. My first house I purchased by myself, built from the ground up. No, it was not a Habijack's house. My second house, purchased by myself, built for the ground up. Got married, refinanced my second house and put him on it because I'm one of them people, baby, if we in this thing together. If the shit go down to the garbage, my credit not going to be affected by myself. You going to be there with me. So, did that. Rented that house out, bought a big old $330,000 house across the street from First Coast. Damn near 8 years later, I'm back at my mama's house. So don't think I'm preaching about shit that I don't know. I'm preaching about stuff that I do know. Like I said, purchased 3 houses and ended up back in the room that I grew up in that was pink and green at 40. And that had me depressed, y'all. I don't think I was depressed. I was hurt. I wasn't depressed like needed medicine depressed, but I was so disappointed in myself. Disappointed that I done came from being a teen parent, came out of Section 8, did my damn thing, got good jobs, purchased 2 houses, been married, and now all of that shit crumbled. And I'm back here living at my mama's house. And I went through a lot with that. So some people who know me from like 2011 and 2012 and 2010, I ain't that person that I was back then. Back then, I was going through some serious mental stuff. So I was much more wild, much more just, because I was running away from my own problems and trying to figure me out. How do I get here at 40? That I got to start over. And then one morning, y'all, it hit me. It hit me. I was laying in the bed and it said, y'all, my name Kiki. My whole family called me Kiki. I call myself Kiki. So when I refer to myself, I say Kiki. I say, Kiki, God giving you a chance. Oh, y'all, and I had filed bankruptcy. Let's put that in there. I forgot about that. So I did all of that and I had to file bankruptcy. So God said, Kiki, I'm giving you a chance to start over like a 20-year-old with the mind of a 40-year-old. Not many people in this world even get to get that. You filed bankruptcy, so that means you're financially free from all of these obligations. You're financially free from all the stuff that you messed up, that you didn't do right. You did it right, but then you overextended yourself and a lot of it with your husband and did bad choices, blah, blah, blah. And I said, God, you know what? You're right. I get the chance to start over like a 20-year-old, but with the knowledge and experience of a 40-year-old. And right there, my whole spirit lifted. And I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this shit and I'm going to knock it out the park. I'm going to read, I'm going to learn, I'm going to take classes. When people talking, I'm going to sit there and I'm going to listen. Even if they ain't talking to me, I'm eavesdropping because I need to know what these people on the other side of the table talking about. That I get to start over financially. I get to start over single. I get to start over. My kids are adults, so I don't even have no little kids. So I got a whole financial start over. I got to start over without any children because my children were adults. And I got to start over as a single person. That's some 18-year-old stuff. But I had the mind of a 40-year-old and I had the experience of one. So I was able to start over and learn from 40 years of experience. And I started soaking up everything like a sponge. To this day, I'm a sponge for knowledge. I'm constantly reading books. I'm constantly doing seminars. I'm constantly taking classes. I'm constantly listening to people. Because I said, I'm going to knock this out. And right now, the only person that could prevent me from doing this would be me. And that'd be a piss poor excuse if I don't. I don't have the excuse that I have some little kids. I don't have the excuse that I have a husband. I don't have the excuse that I got this stuff on my credit. I don't have the excuse that I got a mortgage to pay. I was living in my mama's house. So yes, I'm helping her. I'm paying her some rent, but I had zero excuses. So the only person that could have held me back would have been me. And I was not going to disappoint myself no more. I done already messed up, made bad choices, different things. What Tiffany says, thank you for sharing your filed bankruptcy. That let me know there is light at the end of the tunnel. Yes, my bankruptcy made me know, hey, you better learn about credit, because once you file bankruptcy, you can't mess up after that. That's it. Once you file bankruptcy, your shit got to be pimp tight. So what you better do, y'all, my mail lady out there in the rain, delivering my mail. What you better do is do everything right. So that's where my 40 years worth of experience came from. That grown woman brain. That grown woman brain knew. I got this chance right here. I can't fuck it up. That 20-year-old brain might have had that chance and kind of diddly-dally because she didn't really know. But this grown woman knew that she better educate herself. She knew that she didn't want to sit at that desk for the rest of her life at Bank of America, Countrywide, I don't care where. She knew she didn't want nobody telling her what to do, when to do it, and how to do it every day. She knew that when she ready to get up and go, she ready to get up and go. And to be able to get up and go, I need to have my money right. I ain't have nobody on my back saying, hey, you can't go because, I got this, or I feel this. Or I ain't have no little kids saying, okay, I can't go because I got a child and I got to pick them up from school. That means I got to get somebody else to help me with my responsibility. No. I knew I wanted to do what the hell I want to do, and I want to do it. So if I want to do that, that means I need to educate myself. And I'm not saying education is only going to school. That degree in business I have right now ain't helping me with this business at all, just so y'all know. Kitty's Custom Cleaning and all these other businesses. I just have a 2-year degree from FSCJ. I almost got a 4-year degree from UNL, but I never finished. But I'm just letting y'all know that ain't helping me at all with none of these businesses. So if you think going to college gonna solve it, no. Going to college gonna help you. It disciplines you. But if that's the last time you learned something was when you were sitting in the school, you was behind. If the last book you read was the last book you read, you are behind. And in this day and age, it's so easy to get the jump on people because a lot of people too scared to even educate themselves. So if you a business owner and you like to read, you like to take seminars, you like to listen and learn, you got to jump on 97% of these other businesses because they ain't going to do it. They ain't going to ask other business owners how they do what they do. They're not going to pick up a book. They damn sure not going to pay for a credit seminar. So it's easy to be number one right now. Just apply yourself. Keep learning. Keep listening. You can take over. It's easy. And this pandemic done made some people so lazy that all you got to do is read a book a month, a business book a month, a motivating book a month. Do some little stuff and you'll be on top of people. Because many of them don't want to invest in their businesses anyway. So if you don't invest in this, you're not investing in your business. You know what I'm saying? And 95%, 97% of these business owners, they ain't doing that. So you get the jump on them. A lot of them won't even freaking wear their own shirts. They won't advertise their own stuff. You got a business and you mean to tell me you don't want to advertise it, but you got Adidas on your shirt and you got BB on your ass? And you wondering why you can't get what you need to get? That's you. Tiffany, okay, I have Audible app. I'll put it more to use. Yes, ma'am, Tiffany, you a business owner. You besta. I started Audible in 2017. And baby, I probably got like 130 books that I done listened to. And the thing about it is, I go back to many of them all the time. Like the Starbucks experience, as far as its customer service, that's an awesome book. The Brand Call You, that's my number one book, y'all. The Brand Call You, that's an awesome book as far as marketing and things like that. And then The Power of Broke by Damon Johns. Those are my top 3. But I have many of my books. I got like 130 something in there. And then you got to think, I go back to a lot of them all the time and listen to them. Like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, I'm constantly going back to that one. That's an awesome one. The Brand Call You. Oh, damn, what's the name of that? The Wake Up Call by Ash Cash. Ashcash. That's an awesome book too. I go back to that one too. And I go back to the Think and Grow Rich, A Black Choice. That's an awesome one too. And another book that's good, that's actually on Netflix last time I looked, was The Secret. Then you'll start noticing many of the business owners that you deal with that are actually doing something, y'all will start talking about the same books. Like you'll end up reading all these different books and they be the same. That's something we have in common that other people can't even get into the conversation. And you don't even realize it. Oh, she said I'm going too fast. I'm sorry. Okay, I guess if I slow down, I got so much in my brain that sometimes I tend to go fast because I got so much to get out. Like I wish you'd get like a pump and just pump it out. And then I can actually do this work that I need to do. Ash Cash. His name Ashcash. Ash Cash. He's actually on YouTube too, so look that up. I will. Y'all, look at that. Y'all see that it says Monique Watley Mall? That's my daughter right there. My name Nikita Watley. And she said, make a list of books, please. I've been preaching these books to you for the longest. See now, y'all, this is what happened with your kids too. That's why you got to do whatever you got to do. With my daughters, I tell them to read books. I say, hey, this is a good one. But now they see other people listening and looking at it like, dang, maybe mama did have something right about this thing right here. So she said, I'm asking for the viewers. Man, you need to be asking for yourself. I'll post a list of books on my page when I'm done with this, y'all. I will. I'll post a list and I'll try to remember the author. If I can't, I'll just go in my Audible and get the author of all of them. But that's something that you do. Even if you think your kids aren't listening, they may seem like they're not listening, but they're definitely watching. And I look at it like this here. I can tell my kids anything, but what I show them is what they know about me. So why would you as a parent tell your child, I need you to go to school and study and get good grades and blah, 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 when your ass don't even pick up a book? That's like the dumbest. If they never see you studying, they never see you reading, they never see you take a seminar, they never see you do nothing that makes you uncomfortable, but you want them to be uncomfortable. A child follows what you do, not just what you say. So if they never see me step out my comfort zone, but I'm constantly telling them, hey, why don't you go try out for track? Why don't you get on the debate team, this and this? I'm telling them to do something that my behind ain't doing. That's just a poor excuse of a person. So I'm not going to tell my daughters to do something that I'm not doing. They need to watch me be uncomfortable. They need to see me work through it. And I'll tell them, I'm like, ooh, I don't know about this one, but hey, we finna do it anyway. And when they watch me be uncomfortable, now they know that you can be uncomfortable and still get goals accomplished. But if mama stay in her comfort zone, and then they stay in their comfort zone, then they child stay in their comfort zone, what good is that? What are we doing for our last name? So we have to lead by example. And that's just not business. That's life. You lead by example. Why would I stay with a sorry ass man, but then get mad at my daughter for doing it? Why would I want my son to stay with have a sorry girlfriend that the girlfriend remind him of his mama? So sometimes we have sons, and a lot of times sons pick their mama that they date. But if the mama's sorry, and then the girlfriend's sorry, he just dating what he's seen all his life. That's what he know about women. Or either he go the extreme opposite and he get somebody that run his ass to death, or he end up being sorry. Now this girl can run him to death. I see that all the time too. A guy that got a girlfriend and she just carrying around holding him by the dick. Cause he ain't got no mother figure in his life. And so she like his mama and his wife at the same damn time. No. Not in my watch. Don't tell me y'all ain't seen that before, because I have. I see it. I could call it out about 5 times right now in different names. And the same thing with women. But kids follow by, they follow by example. And if I want my child to be the best that they can be, I might not, like what Martin Luther King say, I might not get to the mountaintop with you, but at least I was climbing up there. I don't want to always be at the bottom. Like this right now, I may not become a millionaire, but what I'm teaching my daughter and what my daughter teaching my granddaughter, what if my granddaughter take this to $1 billion business? It's got to start somewhere. So if I learn about credit, hey, Nikki, if I learn about credit and LLCs and S Corps and all of this stuff here, and how to properly do your business bank account, how to properly structure businesses, how to market so good that you don't have to sell. If I learn that and then I teach it and teach it to my daughters, not long teach it, but show them, and then my granddaughter do it, it's second nature to her. She ain't never seen nothing else. My baby ain't never seen nothing else. So then, like with her credit, okay, I know my credit good, so make her authorized user on my credit card. Then on Amazon, what I take and do is, when anything I order from Amazon, it has to go to my daughter's house. My daughter already have an address because she got a house, so she got a paper trail. I sent it to my grandbaby's name. So now she'll have a credit score and she'll have an address history. That's starting right now at the age when she was 4. A credit score and an address history. So by the time she get 18, that credit score gonna be done been on there so long, and that credit card gonna be so long, and that address history gonna be so long that a lot of this baby step and stuff that I had to do, she won't even have to do. And the thing about it is, I will teach her how to properly utilize it. So I'm not giving her nothing for free. Like, hey, you just sitting on a bed of money, or you just made it like this. You a trust fund baby. Now you can go fuck it up. No, you still gonna work for this thing. But I have put you in a position where you don't have to take all them little baby steps like I did. You don't have to get a cosigner for your car because you have a long credit history. You have a long address history. So what I'm finding in life now, everything I do is strategic. I don't do nothing that's just, to some people it might look like this right here. But everything I do, there's a strategy behind it. And in our life, where we fail is often we don't have strategies. Hey, cousin, great information. Thank you. What we have to live, we have to move strategically. And that's how I am with babies, y'all. I'm gonna be honest. I had my daughters young. And I knew because I had them so young, that put me behind the 8 ball. So I had one, got pregnant at 16, had at 17. Had another one, got pregnant again at 17. So that means at the age of 17, I had been pregnant twice. Because one was born March of 92. The other one was born April of 93. So that means at the age of 17, I had 2 pregnancies. With that, back then I even realized that I can't keep doing this. I can't. Because I'm behind the 8 ball. I got a whole bunch of stuff I know I don't know. And if I don't know it, how am I teaching it to them? So now I got to work in reverse to get myself up and to make sure that my babies don't suffer. To make sure that they never really even realize that they mama and them ain't that far apart. Like Monday, when we were at the event, and my daughters, they were running the booth because I was a boss chick. I was being, awarded or whatever you want to call it. And I walked up over to the booth and I said, "Oh yeah, them my daughters." He said, "Them your daughters, like push them out daughters?" I said, "Yeah, they my daughters, like carried them like 9 months each daughter." You for real? I said, "I'm for real. Why would I lie about pushing out 2 babies?" This is a whole conversation that me and this guy had. Because he was like, "Them your daughters, like pushing them out daughters." But the thing is, our ages now, even though I'm in my 40s and they're in their 20s, we're not a million miles apart. So being said, I'm 17, pregnant twice. My daughters are a year and 2 weeks apart, so I know I'm behind the 8 ball. And I knew that because I started so far back, I couldn't have a whole bunch of babies. I could have a bunch of babies because I can make babies like that. But for things to be right, I decided not to have any more. And then when I got with my husband, people kept saying, "You got a husband, you could go and have a baby." My husband had a son. He only had 1 child. But he had custody of his son. So we got 3 kids. We straight. And then they was at the middle school age where they was eating so damn much. I'm going to have to sell one of them off to feed a baby because they ate too much. 2 gallons of milk in 2 days. Them children ate so much. How am I going to feed this baby? Because I felt like if I had this baby, they're going to take the food out of the baby mouth because them 3 kids ate like crazy. Ashley, I want to talk to you too. I got a question. But it'll be tonight. But, so I decided not to have any more children. But granted, I did not get my tubes tied until my daughter, the month she turned 15, it was in April. I can't remember what year it was, y'all, so long ago. But she turned 15 in April. I had my tubes tied in May. So I did not have my tubes tied. I just stayed on birth control. Never had a pregnancy scare, never nothing, because I knew I better stay on these birth control. Because if I have another baby, that's going to add more to the everything that I'm already doing. And granted, I love kids, but I just know I just couldn't keep having a bunch of babies. And I feel like, I'm one of them people, if I can't control nothing else, I can control my uterus. I can control my body. And if I let it just get all wrapped up in emotions and have a baby, I just know I wasn't ready for that. So that was just my decision. Man, I ain't telling nobody not to have no whole bunch of babies. You have as many as you can afford. Like I said, put that back together. You have as many as you can afford without help. Because I had to have with my 2, I was on Section 8 and food stamps and Medicaid, all of that. So the 2 I had at the time I couldn't afford. So I knew that I wasn't finna have no more. Because if I couldn't afford them 2, why the hell would I bring another one into this thing, this ship that's almost about to sink? But I'm one of the people, you have as many kids as you can afford without help. And I know we slip and fall, but after a certain age, you grown. If we 27 and we still slipping and falling, we need to evaluate ourselves. Come on now. You knew how you got pregnant. That shit don't just happen. It's true. Getting pregnant don't just happen. Oh, dang, because that time and blah, blah, blah. I'm sure you've been active for a long time and you knew how this shit happened. So don't come to me with that mess right there with that baby. It just happened. But anyway, that was me working in reverse. But going back to after when I started out with what made me do the business, I was working at Bank of America. And I was sick of it, y'all. I was sick of it. I was sick of people telling me what to do, when to do it. I was sick of underwriting them files. I was sick of looking at the computer. I was just sick of going in the parking lot. I was sick of being in the parking lot. And if it was raining like this, I got to run a damn mile to get to the building. So now I'm coming in soaking wet. Or if it's raining like this and I got to leave at 5 o'clock, I'm not finna sit there because it's raining. I'm finna leave. But by the time I get to my car, I'm soaking wet. I was sick of the whole race. I was just done with it. I ain't want it no more. I was done. And I wasn't finna go to no other company and do the same thing over again. So after pondering for like a year and some change, I came up with cleaning. And I came up with cleaning because cleaning was just something I did naturally. Don't dismiss your gift. It was a gift. It wasn't a passion. It was a gift. I decided, hey, let me take this gift and see what I can do with it after work and on the weekends. Simple gift of cleaning. You got to think, Popeyes, Church's, Kentucky Fried Chicken are all here because somebody had a simple gift of frying some damn chicken. Don't dismiss your simple gift. Your simple gift can gain you millions. Because what it does, cleaning, what it took me was to start cleaning, I had to learn business. I had to learn finance. I had to learn how to budget my bank account. I had to learn how to do a business bank account. I didn't know that I couldn't take cash out of my business bank account like how I take cash out of my regular account. I didn't know that. So by the time I figured it out, I didn't figure it out. Now I got my CPA. And he going through my books one time and he said, what is all this cash you pulling out? I said, well, I'm taking it and paying payroll and going to Home Depot and this. And he was like, no. You can't do that because what that is a red flag to the government. You can put cash in, but don't be pulling cash out. So he had to teach me about that. And then with that, I said, you know what? It's probably a lot of stuff I'm doing around here and I don't know. Let me educate myself. And that's when I started reading books and watching podcasts and taking seminars just so I can learn. Because me being the head of this business, I need to be the best that I can be. And I can't be the best that I can be if I don't educate myself. Then started educating myself and realizing, oh, I can do clean. Why? I don't have to just do one business. I don't even have to rely on just one source of income. I've been relying on one source of income all this time and I could have been doing something. So when I was working at the bank and getting my cleaning money, I'm looking at my little bank account. I'm like, oh, this looking good. Oh, okay, so I got money coming in here and money coming in here. That means I can get money coming in here and here and here and here. Let me find some other stuff that I can do. Because I like this here, this feeling of this different cash flows coming into my bank is looking pretty good. I'm being honest. I was like, so I can get money from however I get money and all this legal. I'm getting money. I'm cleaning, helping people, doing this different little stuff. Now money coming in from multiple streams. And I'm like, oh. So I'm learning about credit at the same time. Because remember, y'all had filed bankruptcy. So now I'm learning. I got money coming in from different places. I ain't no millionaire, y'all, so don't go there. But you got money coming in from different places. Then you learn about credit. And then you realizing, because you know about credit, you ain't really spending your money. So your money you can take and get rental properties, stocks, blah, blah, blah. You can use credit to get your supplies, to get your car tires, to do all this different stuff. And then using your credit, next thing you know, you got all these reward points that's done build up. And you can take the reward points and pay towards the credit card, or you can take reward points and put them in your bank, or you can let the reward points and build and do like Janae did and take a trip on them, but you would never get no reward points using your cash. Then because you're utilizing the credit card and you're paying it right, you're realizing they increasing your limit. And now you're getting offers for increased limit and more cards. And you still got the money over here in the bank. And then the money coming in from different places. Hold on. That's how I was feeling. Y'all like, hold up. What the hell I've been doing all these years? But you start learning it because you're seeing it. And then once you start learning it, you want to learn more. Because if you're falling into it organically, now you're wanting to learn more. My desire to learn more started burning inside me because I'm seeing this stuff. And yeah, I'm reading books, but most of my books were about business. Not about, I read about the credit, but they didn't kind of teach me about all of it. So now I'm seeing this stuff and I'm realizing I want to learn more. So I'm going through Audible looking for certain stuff. I'm on YouTube looking for stuff. I see people offering seminars. I'm like, ooh. So now to take $100 seminar, like how Janae did. Her seminar helped me figure out them credit factors. So you pay $100 to go into that seminar. But you got $100 because remember you had income coming in from different places. So it wasn't hard to come up with the $100. Then remember you had the credit cards over here. So you can take and pay for her seminar with your credit card, which helped you get a cash reward on it. So the $100 didn't even hurt. And then the $100 get you thousands of dollars in gain. She said, I need to have a one-on-one with you, cousin. I'm working. I have my own business. However, I'm looking about business. That's what I do. Kitty's Business Solutions. Contact me, 904-233-6356, or just inbox me. That's the easy way. I have 3 appointments tomorrow that just came up yesterday and today. So we can talk. But I'm telling you, once you start seeing it, it start lighting a fire in you and you want to know more. And then when you know more, you want to help people. You want to help them see what you know. And then helping them give you questions on stuff that you didn't know. And now you be like, you know what? Let's sidebar that one right there. Let me write that down. Now I'm sitting in here and I'll be working and I'll be listening to something so that I can learn what that person asked me about. And it just becomes a big old mountain, a plethora of knowledge. You want more, you want more, you want more. And you start seeing the more you know, the more your bank account growing, the more your family growing, the more you're helping people. And it's a karma thing that start coming around. And of course, y'all, you're going to have people that's going to fall off. Everybody ain't going to be happy. Everybody ain't going to even want to reach out to you and ask you how you do what you do. Because they scared to know, or they scared to get it from you, or I don't know. But you'll notice that more people who not in your circle going to ask you questions. And there's other people that might be sitting right there with you won't ask. And my thing is, baby, I ask anybody anything because I look at it like this. All of us got to eat, sleep, and shit. So we all the exact same once we take the layer off. So I will ask anybody anything, even if it make me nervous. She said that's the Griffin in us. Okay. Just because it make me nervous don't mean it ain't supposed to happen. It just make me nervous. And you know if it make me nervous, it's making me grow. So even if it's asking a question and it makes me nervous, like, dang, should I ask her this question? I knew right then, the moment that it made me feel funny on the inside, it was something I needed to know. And even if it wasn't like a big thing of knowledge, it was me working through my fear to ask her. So now that I worked through my fear, that helped my self-confidence grow. Many of it is self-confidence. So do things in your life that help your self-confidence grow. And that's what we have to do, especially as women. Many of us are smart as hell, but we lack self-confidence. We'll look beautiful on the outside, but our confidence will be shit. Do things that help your self-confidence grow. Knowledge helps your self-confidence grow. And you ain't got to be no size 8 and no Serena Williams or nothing, but look nice. Sometimes get up in the morning, do your hair, do a little something. Because sometimes when you feel like something like that makes you feel better, it helps your self-confidence, and that'll help your business, or that'll help you at your job. You looking around and you want to be a supervisor, but your self-confidence might not let you go for it. And then you'll start giving every excuse why you don't want to be the manager. I don't want to manage these people. I don't want to take on all that responsibility. I don't. And you really do want to do it, but you're too goddamn scared. And your self-esteem not enough to admit that you're scared. So now you're scared in a bubble. And you'll never grow. Because you'll never tell your best friend that you're nervous about it. And you and your best friend can't talk through it. Because you'll never let them know that you're nervous about it. Versus now how I am. I tell people I'm nervous. Shoot. But I'll be like, I'm finna do it anyway. Now I'd look around, I'd be like, fuck it. I'm just going to jump off the cliff. I done learned to just jump off the cliff. I don't wait till nothing perfect. I just say, you know what? Like with this rental car thing, y'all. I was nervous as hell. Because I had to put my credit on the line. My credit that I worked so hard for. My credit that I bounced back from bankruptcy for. My personal credit was on the line. My daughter was nervous at the dealership. I started to pop her in the forehead, y'all. She came in the dealership pre-approved, first of all. So you already had a pre-approval from Navy Federal. And then she all, now she loved that car. But the thing that she did was she worked through the nervousness, worked through the lack of self-confidence. Those little victories make us feel better. They really do. Like, I'm going to tell y'all something that's quick and easy that can help you with your victories. Make a to-do list. Every day, make a to-do list. And start accomplishing, doing the stuff on the to-do list. Check it off. That little thing right there helps build confidence. Because if you have a to-do list and then you start seeing yourself getting them done, it's like, oh, damn, I did that. Oh, okay. Little things matter. That's like when we take vacations. We think we need to wait to take a vacation to Hawaii, an 8-day vacation. So now you work all year to take this vacation to Hawaii. When a little 2-day weekend to Daytona helps relieve stress. Little things matter. Those little things add up big. It's like little steps will walk you all the way to California. It may take you a while, but you'll damn sure get there. Stop waiting on the big stuff. Stop waiting on everything to be perfect. That's just something that we have to do. I have to do. And I struggle with all of this stuff, y'all. So I'm putting it out there because I struggle with it. Because you got to remember, Gigi said, I can't wait till I get the confidence to leap. But you're right. You have leaped. The more I educate myself, the more comfortable I get with the idea of leaping into full-time entrepreneur. Girl, you already booked out the damn near September. If you was full-time, you could double those bookings. And they go to money right there. And you already work for Blue Cross. Is it Blue Cross? So if you work for them, you can find out how their plans work for self-employment. Hell, I need to learn how their plans work for self-employment. So help me. But I'm telling you, y'all, we can do this. And what I admire about people like Gigi and about people like my daughter, that age group, that they're more willing to step out and do more. I admire that about those millennials because we were taught, graduate, go to college, get a job, stay there for the rest of your life. And we don't want to even talk about a side hustle. That's what I'm saying. Find out. It's somebody in there that know. And then when you find out, hell, let me know. But that age group thinks outside of the box more. They think like, okay, they can work and they can do all this other stuff. And they go for it, even though they're nervous. I've noticed that about the millennials. That they'll be working, but then they'll be doing stuff also, creating other streams of income. They'll be doing makeup, hair, making stuff, all kind of stuff. And we never thought like that. Oh, like, girl, say your name. My daughter sells insurance for Florida Blue. I can ask her. Yeah, ask her. Ask your daughter and inbox me about the mentorship and about this insurance. I'm telling you now, do it. Don't forget and don't think I'm playing. I'm for real. But they'll do that. We didn't think that. Like I said a while back, y'all, I didn't think to have more than one stream of income coming in. But I see them and they're working, like both Gigi and my daughter both work from home. So they're working from home. Then they get off and they do their thing. Many of us, we work from home. Well, I never did get to work from home, y'all. We work, but we ain't get off and we ain't do nothing. We ain't do nothing to stretch ourselves. And then like she around here, they like 30 in their 30s talking about the thoughts of being able to leave their jobs. In their 30s. That didn't hit me to about 42. And then when I did it, I was talking about it. People was like, why you gonna do that? I don't know. You should stay where it's safe. So you gonna leave the bank to clean toilets? Wasn't really nobody that thought about it like that. My sister did. When I did it, when I told her about it, she said, if that's what you feel like you got to do, do it. So Tracy did. But other people, I stay where it's safe at. You know. First of all, Bank of America laying off all around me. They just never laid me off because I think they could feel that I wanted to get out of there. And if I'd have got out of there with a severance, that's probably why I didn't get laid off, y'all. Because if I would have got out of there with a severance package, I might not have hustled so hard. Because you got to remember, I was living at my mama's house. So I ain't have no big old mortgage. I ain't have no whole bunch of rent. My kids was grown, living on their own. I ain't have no husband. I could have parlayed. I could have partied every night, chilled out. You know, I'm just lay here in the day and watch TV. So God said, no, I'm not going to let you get a severance. I'm going to make you leave. I'm going to put a nail on your seat and make your ass sit on it. And it's going to hurt so bad that you're going to have to quit. And when you have to quit, you're going to have to hustle. And that's just what happened. I had to quit. And because I had to quit, I had 2 weeks worth of pay left. So now I got to hustle. I ain't got no prep. I ain't got it. But that's what I needed. And many, often, let's women, some of us hustles, and some of us would rather just stay where it's comfortable. Comfortable can't nothing grow there. And that's something we got to remember. Nothing grows in your comfort zone. Well, cobwebs, but they don't grow. Damn spiders just put them on you. Cobwebs in your cobwebs for the comfort zone. Hey, that's all you will get. Nothing to grow in that zone. And like Tiffany, you doing bail bonds? Okay, y'all need somebody. When you know somebody got locked up, we all got a cousin that we know gonna get locked up. Call Tiffany. Unshackle me bail bonds. Mo, that's my daughter. I see her doing stuff. I'm proud. I'm so proud of my daughters, y'all. My oldest daughter going back. She's a medical assistant. In November, she's going back for nursing. But both of them have their own houses. They pay their own bills. They don't be in my pocket. They get on my nerves. Not for real. But they don't. I'm happy. Like, I'm genuinely happy for them. I'm happy for the women that they've become. I'm happy for everything that I did because I had to work in reverse. And like my daughter told me, Monique, she said, what that was about a week or two ago, Mo. She said, Mama, I never got wet from any of your storms. Now she's mature enough to know That at this age, by the time I get this age, I done had to have a plenty storms. You just didn't see the storms. But by the time you get an adult woman, everybody, by the time you get 40, you done damn near had about 30 storms. And the proudest thing that you could ever do is for a happiest moment, actually, is for a child to say, Mama, I never got wet from any of your storms. That's love. Because even though you go through storms, your children should not get wet. Reverse back to credit. If you don't take the time to learn about credit and finance and handle the business called you, your children will feel those storms. Success is always on the other side of discomfort. To truly become successful, you have to learn to enjoy and embrace the discomfort. D. Hill, that is so true. Be comfortable with being uncomfortable. That's something we have to truly, truly, truly do. And I'm going to tell y'all something. You know, all y'all know I like to go to the gate. Hey, Ashley. I look at them women and it's something about them that I admire so much. First of all, you got to be in tune with who the fuck you are to get on that goddamn stage. You have to be in tune as a person and confident enough to work through your nervousness to get on that stage. That's something people won't discuss that because you got to be comfortable enough to even discuss that. But to get on that stage when that music playing and all eyes on you, that takes a confident woman. And I got mad respect for that. Mad respect for that. So y'all know I got mad respect for that. Because I get up there and I'm doing the robot. I don't know what I'm going to do for these people. I feel like I'm a trip and fall. I don't know. But that's mad respect. And I give that mad respect. The whole thing. Mad respect. And some people won't discuss it because it makes them uncomfortable. But it makes them uncomfortable because they ain't 100 on their own self. You got to be comfortable to give people their props. You got to love you and be comfortable enough with you to give people their true props. You do. So y'all, mad respect, baby. I got y'all. Mad respect. What I would like to do too, and actually you could talk about this, maybe but take it to Trail or something. I would like to do a seminar, a credit seminar. Credit, business, however, we'll just talk. Because one thing about the dancers, them and themselves, y'all are a business. And being a business, you can structure that thing as a business. And you can take your tips and put them in a business bank account. You can take the money from your costume, your shoes, the gas that you use to get there. If you drive your car, the gas. If you get an Uber, the Ubers, and write all of that stuff off on your taxes. With that, you structure it right. You get an EIN and an LLC. You can get business credit because you're a business. I can even tell you how to name it right because you're a business. Name it a certain thing and they won't know what business it is. Like I got some businesses, they don't know what that is. It ain't for nobody to know. It's for me and my EIN to make some money. You know what I'm saying? My EIN is like a social security number for a business. So you're 1099 contractor. 1099 contractors file a Schedule C. Take your business and make it a limited liability corporation. And then you're a limited liability corporation. Open up a business bank account from that. Take all the money you make, put it in the business bank account, and write off everything you do. The food that you eat while you're there, your costumes, your shoes, your gas, your hair, your nails, your lashes. All of that is business expense. And you won't have to pay taxes on none of it. I would love to sit down and talk with them about that. Because that's all business expense. Because you're in the business of, what I call it, dancing. It is. But all of that stuff can be written off of. And because now you structured it as a business, you can get business credit on it. You can get business credit on that. Now you get a business credit card. Let's say you got a bank account with Navy Federal. You get a business credit card with Navy Federal and you start using your business credit card to buy your stuff. Then you start taking the tip money and the money you make all together and paying on the credit card. Then you get reward points because you paid on the credit card. Everything is all, you ain't got to be using cash and stuff like that. That's just talk. Take it to trail or roll. I really would. Because it's a business. And sometimes we don't really think about it like that, but it's a whole business. It's that business. Okay, Ashley, just like this. My ladies that work for me, they're 1099 contractors. So they're cleaners. So what we do is, they're a business. They have a business bank account. They pay for their uniforms, their food, all of that stuff from their business bank account. And it all ends up being write-offs, and they don't have to pay taxes on that stuff at the end of the year. That's the exact same thing that you all are. You're a 1099 contractor for the gate. Or for wherever you dance. Or if you dance at multiple places. Same thing. Still 1099 contractor. I can't answer right now. Then you take the money that you make and deposit it into the... Y'all, my phone is blowing up. I'm telling y'all, and my inbox is binging off of this doggone live. But anyway, I'm going to call all them people back. But you take the cash, because one thing about a business bank account, you can put cash in. It's just not recommended that you take cash out. So you take the cash, you put it in your business bank account. Now, everything you do as far as your costumes and food and hair and everything, you pay for it out of the business bank account. Now, it can be put through QuickBooks and they can sort out the expenses. QuickBooks is something that a CPA or a tax person will do. You can take it to Janae. She can sort out the expenses and do your taxes right. And most of that stuff you won't have to pay no taxes on. I'm telling you, it's a business. That's true. I have a tax business. Doing tax like her. You take it to somebody like her, and you take your bank account. You just take I'll give them access to your bank account. Like my CPA, he has access to log into my business account. So he pulls my statements and he runs them and does everything he needs to do. So what you do is you sit down at their desk, you give them access to your bank account. They pull your statements, they run it through whatever system they got. Y'all sit there and figure it out. And it's all taxes, write-offs. Then like even with that right there, remember last year when they was giving out them COVID loans? If you would have had an LLC and a couple of months of business bank account, you would have qualified for a 3% loan or qualified for a grant because you were a business. And you could not dance because the businesses were closed. So now you were a business and you couldn't make money, and all because you had your stuff set up right. Just gotta set it up right. That's all. That's all. Real talk. That's just, thank you. Talk to him. That's just real talk. You know what I mean? And like I tell people, knowledge is one thing you can give away without losing any of it. So if you got some game to help somebody, help them. That come back. It comes back. It might come back monetarily. It might come back in respect. It might come back in referrals. But it will come back. Help folks. And then like, if you know about taxes, Nisi, I always pronounce your name wrong. I hope I'm saying it right. Go, Ashley, you take it. Ashley, you take and go to somebody like her and let them do your taxes. I'll teach you how the tax is supposed to exactly work. I can tell you how what's expense, what's not, but they know about taxes. Now they structured your shit right. They was giving out them loans to people, y'all. And like, okay, you can have a business and you can say, what's your name? A. Timmons Consulting. That's the name of your business. That's the name of your LLC. So your LLC with the state of Florida says A. Timmons Consulting. Now what you do is you take your money, you open up a bank account under A. Timmons Consulting. You take that cash that you make and you put it into that bank account. You take that debit card and you pay for your costumes and stuff. You pay for your hair and stuff out of it. And even if you gotta do Cash App, like sometimes you go get your hair done, you gotta pay Cash App. Pay the Cash App, attach a Cash App to that bank account. Like I have a Cash App attached to Kitty's Custom Cleaning. So I pay stuff in Cash App and I get stuff back in Cash App. Attach a Cash App to it. Now when Miss D need to do your hair, pay her Cash App because it came out your bank account. You can write that stuff off. Because you are a business. Nobody knows what you does. You're A. Timmons Consulting. You don't need to tell them what you do. I have a business called N. Watley Consulting. They say, what you do? I'm a business consultant. That's all they do. That, like a lot of times when you filling out little applications or different little things, they'll say, what you do? I'm a business consultant. Okay. And that's the end of the question. You ain't got to go in you a business consultant. Aren't you a business? Don't you have friends that you talk to about the business that y'all do? That's a business consultant. Don't y'all talk about how you dance, what you wearing, how the rules work? That's business. That's business consulting. Just like that. Like a whole business. And that's how we just learn the game and we help with the game. And then you use that to grow on. And one thing we have to do is we don't have to have just one LLC. Start out with one so we can learn how to work it. Then get another business. You do something else on the side. Turn it into an LLC. If you know how to bake cakes, make it a business. The world is founded on small businesses. But I'm going to be honest with you. It all starts with your credit. So do your business. Well, do your credit and your business. Both of them are the business of me. My credit is the business of Kitty. I needed the business of Kitty to be right in order to get credit for the business of Kitty's Custom Cleaning. You get what I'm saying? And then you'll notice once you start getting your stuff and start learning, you start wanting to put your friends on game. Some of them going to want to be on game, some of them not. So why you talking about that? But then when you start being able to do stuff, how you do that? Chick, I've been trying to tell your ass for the last 8 months how I'm doing this. You ain't want to listen. Now you seeing the results on the shit. Oh, y'all, I'm over here cracking myself up. I'm sorry. I've been trying to tell you, so I said, you know what? I ain't gonna do it no more. You'll just see it on the back end. And then, because you seeing it on the back end, you behind the 8 ball. Hey, Ebony. When I tried to tell you 8 months ago, if you would have started with me 8 months ago, imagine where you would be at. Now you're behind the 8 ball because you ain't want to listen. And I say, I'm going to this class right here. I'm doing this right here. I ain't spending no money on that. All right. Well, don't spend no money on it. I don't know what to tell you. You spend money on what's important to you. Just put your resources. And also, too, when you do make your LLCs and you have your business bank account, all them seminars and all them books, like how Tiffany, how you say your Audible, my Audible comes out of my business bank account because it's a continuing learning. So my Audible don't come out my personal bank account. It come out my business bank account. And I write that off because it's a business expense. That's what I'm trying to do now, work on my credit. Yes, that's what I do. I help you. I will. Once I just show you the ropes and you be like, oh. You ain't see that sign out there, Ashley, that say Kitty's Credit Rehab. I help. Wait, yeah, what? Wait, let me change it. Yeah, because it's a continuous education. So put it under your business account. Just go and either how you do it through Amazon or the Audible app and just change it to that. And it comes out every 15th of the month. They do the same for everybody. So just do it that way. Now it's a business expense. And often what we find out is once we sign up for something like Audible and they're going to get their $15 every month. You start wanting to use it because you done committed to paying them people. Now that I think about it, yes, I have. Tell them move the sign a little bit. But so your classes that you take, anything like that is continuous education. Like Ashley, if you took a class, a course on dancing, for you, that's continuing education. You pay for it out your business bank account, you write it off. If you had one of your girls show you, like one of the girls, hey, girl, show me how you do this. And she say, okay, I'm and like with me, I'm a person, if I know you showing me something that's going to put me on game or make me some money, I'm willing to pay you for your time. So I'm like, you know what? I give you $50 if you show me how to do such and such. And she might be like, yeah, girl, let me pay you cash out. Now I can write that off because that's part of me continuously learning for my business. Yeah, girl, yes. Okay? Just look at it like that. If I know you got something I need, even if I ain't got no money, but I got time, or I know how to cook, or I know how to clean, or I'll be like, oh, well, I don't have that right now, but hey, how about I clean your house? Or how about I take you out to lunch? Because often people who know what you need to know, excuse me, y'all, nose itching. Everybody got to eat. So offer to take them out to lunch. Now y'all can sit there and y'all can eat and y'all can talk business. Offer them something that'll help them. Because at the end, they got what you want. And when somebody got what you want, you got to get it from them. It ain't got to be monetarily, but you need to extract their brain. So help them. Because at the end of the day, they done took classes. This number, keep calling it back. They done took classes that they done had to pay for. Or they done did a mentorship with somebody that they done had to pay for. So if they had to pay for it, why would they just give it to you for free? They had to pay to get it. Or they live busy lives and they need help with something. It's hard for me to stop y'all and do something knowing that I got a million things I need to do. So if I stop, that's money I ain't making out. Some time I'm giving up and I can't get my time back. So help me stop and make it beneficial for me. Say, hey, kid, I know she like to eat. I can look at her. Take the person out to lunch. Something you could do. You know what I mean? Things like that. Like, it's a nurse, y'all. She gave me some good game last week. I told her, I said, girl, when you ready, I want to take you out. Because you just dropped something in my head that I never even thought of. And I need to pick her brain some more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take her out to eat. Do whatever she want to do so we can talk. Because she's a traveling nurse, so she busy. But what she got, I know I want it. So let me make it beneficial to her to get it. And I do that to other people. Like how I'm do that to her. I take classes because I know they got what I want. I take somebody out because I'm like, I know they got what I want. And then I use my credit card to pay for it. So I ain't got to pay for it with my cash. And then when you go to restaurants, you get cash rewards. So it's a win-win. You know what I mean? Like that. But be strategic with your life. Sit back and think about why you do what you do and what we could do different. Why do I do what I do? And if is what I'm doing leaving an imprint, or am I just floating? Just bouncing pillar to post and post to pillar and be strategic with our lives. Black women, we are programmed to help everybody while we suffer. No. That's that old shit. And that's why our grandparents and stuff died early. Take care of you. Just like the airplane theory. They say, put your mask on before you put your child's mask on. I need to save me to save you. I can't save you and then I'm over here suffocating. Because then if I die, that child's mask is coming off and the child is going to die also. So think about it like that. The airplane mask thing. Put your mask on. Save yourself. Then you can put the child's mask on and both of you all can live. If I put the child's mask on and I die, that mask is going to fall off my child and my child is going to die. Now we got 2 dead people from a badass decision. Decisions and choices is what everything that is all that matters. Try to make good decisions and be strategic. And don't be no yes person. Yeah. Everything they say, yeah. You ain't got to people please. If you feel like it ain't in your right in your heart, don't goddamn do it. Don't try to please everybody. Because even the person you keep saying yes to, they're going to come a point where they ain't going to be pleased. Be internally happy. Be okay to say no. And be okay to do self-care. Take the little vacation. Go get your toes done. Get somebody to go do your, I really can't twist my own hair. I could, but it'll look terrible. But I like to be taken care of. So when I go get my hair done, I don't want to do my hair. I can save a couple dollars and have a messed up hairdo trying to do my own hair. And now I'm trying to do my own hair when I could be doing something for my business. All because I'm trying to save $1 over here while losing $2 on the other side. Look at stuff like that too. We run ourselves crazy. But yet, we got a house full of dirty dishes and dirty clothes and dusty as hell because we trying to do it all. And we thinking, okay, if I pay a cleaning lady to come in here, people going to judge me. Or I really don't want to spend the money. But now what you spending in time, you done lost twofold in money. You have somebody come in there and help you do something so that you can take and you can get that time back. Now you can either enjoy it or you can be making some money or something. Look at life like that. You ain't got to do everything. That's that old stuff that said we had to do everything. And even then, they was doing it all because they ain't have no end game. They wasn't living strategically. They were just fucking living. Live strategically. Don't try to do every goddamn on thing, ladies. You is not an octopus. And ain't nobody say you got to be a superwoman. Some people cook, some people don't. If cooking ain't your thing, but you know you need to feed your family, hire you somebody to make y'all some big meals. Now they got healthy meals and boom, you can still do what you got to do and y'all can still sit around the dinner table. Or go buy you some crock pots and put the stuff in the crock pot. Now while you working, let the chicken and the rice and stuff cook in the crock pot. So then when you get home, y'all can still have y'all some healthy meals. It's all about living life strategically and not letting life live us. And I had to learn that. I look back, I could have afforded somebody to come in my house once a month and clean up. We can take care of them in between, but by in the month time, we needed a deep clean. So now I'm spending time on Saturdays cleaning house, washing clothes and doing hair. My oldest daughter had dermatitis growing up. So I had to wash her hair every 5 to 7 days. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So now I'm spending Saturday cleaning this whole house, washing all these clothes, washing hair. Because if I'm going to wash one hair, I might as well wash the other hair. And then one of them, the one who on the thing right now, Monique, all these hairstyles she getting now, she ain't want no hairstyle. I used to have to put my legs around her neck to comb her hair. So every Saturday I got to fight. You remember the lady, the little girl in Color Purple? Her hair wasn't nappy like that, but I mean, that's how she used to be acting, like you killing her. So I got a battle every Saturday or Sunday. When I could have afforded, looking back on it, somebody to come in there and help me. Somebody come in there and do something while we gone. I wouldn't even make them do the children's room. I would have made them do their own room so they can have responsibility. But it would have helped with cleaning up the bathrooms, vacuuming, dusting, all of that kind of stuff. And I could have saved my time. And I could have still washed hair. But then I wouldn't have had to wash so many clothes and clean the house so much that we could have spent more time doing things. You know what I'm saying? Not like we didn't do things, because we did, but we would have had more time. I could have had a little more time. Now that my daughters are grown and I see my granddaughter. Like I hadn't seen my granddaughter in 2 weeks. And when I saw her Monday, I swear y'all, she didn't grew. And I was like, God dog, Camille, it's only been like 2 weeks, maybe a week and a half. And if I don't see her, she constantly growing. And like now she's a kid. She's not even a little baby. She's a kid. And so I treasure that time. And I wish that time that I would have spent cleaning, I could have spent with my kid. Because they were kids then. Even though we spent time, but I look back at that time, I can never get back. Ever, never. Them being those little girls and Terry being that little boy. And so with my grandbaby, I look at him like, heck, she'll be 6 in about 5 months. And she's looking like a kid. So time is valuable and we can't get it back. So that's one of my main things too. You can't get it back. But go back to credit. If you don't have your credit in the business of you right, you spend so much time fumbling the fuck around that you end up wasting time on the things that really matter. You can't even get to them. You can't take your child to the park as much. Hell, you're living in a neighborhood where you don't even want to go to the damn park. You know what I mean? You don't feel comfortable taking your baby up there to that park. And a lot of it comes from us not minding our business. Should keep calling me. A lot of time it comes from us not minding our business. Or we fall into a slump and we never get out of it. I could have stayed in that teen pregnancy slump. I could have stayed in that wife divorce slump. But I had to find ways to pull me out of each one of them. And it's been little slumps in between, but those were the biggest slumps. You get what I'm saying? But it's up to us. And the minute we stop making excuses, well, you know, my baby daddy, he don't pay no child support. You knew this Negro didn't pay child support when you gave him some. He the same dude now he was then. He already had a baby mama and showed you how he was. And then even if he doesn't pay child support, you're an adult. Sometimes we got to do the income of 2 parents. It is what it is. I had sex with him, so let me make up for my mistakes and hustle and get my stuff right. I can't make nobody do what the fuck they don't want to do. And I'm not going to have my child suffering because all I got to say is, you know your daddy don't pay no money. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to figure out how to make this thing work. We're an adult. We mess up. When you mess up, you do what you got to do to fix it. You don't stay in that damn slump. And don't let that baby feel like that. I wouldn't even tell them that your daddy ain't paying no money. I would just figure it out. Let me get on my A game. Because at some point, I'm going to get my money. I might be 50 years old, but at some point, I'll get my reimbursement. I ain't going to worry about it right now because I'm going to make shit happen. But at some point, you'll get your money. Be if he die, he be an old man and die, you'll get your money. Because I have some life insurance policy, you hope. But at some point, you will get your money back. So woman up. And it is what it is. And if you see that you cannot handle what you have now, do not go making no more babies. If what you got as a woman, y'all, it's raining. If what you got as a woman, you barely holding on to making it right and keeping things above water, why bring another child in there? Why? But okay, let's just say you got it, and it's you and your child, and you get a husband, and now things all right. Now you good. You can bring another one in there. But don't be bringing other kids into some shit that you already can't take care of. That ain't fair to the current baby or to the new baby to be sitting around here hungry or just kind of subpar, all because you was having sex. You can have sex and not get pregnant. You can get birth control. They're free now with Obamacare. Do what you got to do. But that all comes back to accountability. And accountability, I hate to say it, but sometimes I can look at a person's circumstances and never say nothing. I can bet you. I can bet their bank account and I can bet their credit score. Just sometimes by looking at certain stuff. Could be wrong, but 97% right. It's a 3% chance you're wrong. But most time you're right. You can look at some stuff and you can sit there and just know what their credit is. And you can about guess their credit score and they can't even guess it. Because they ain't never took the time to even check to see what their scores or their factors were. But you can about guess it. Especially when they start talking and they start telling you different things. Oh, that's an eviction right there. Ooh, that's a repo right there. I can. And then every time it's dropping it. And you can predict the score. And when you can predict the score, you can predict about where they live. If you can predict about where they live, you can kind of predict about how the children are living. If you can predict how the children are living, sometimes you can predict the children's mindset. And it's all like a fight or flight type deal. It's all a big goulash of hurt and life living you instead of you living life. And we don't want that. You know what I mean? We really don't. That's just something we try to avoid. Not saying that everybody gonna go into a bad slump. Everybody might lose their job and hit rock bottom. Like I did. I told y'all I had to do bankruptcy. Had to hit the bottom and sit there for a minute. Then start. And I knew once I knew how to swim again, I was going to swim and I wasn't going to go back down there if everything, I don't give a damn. I'm not going back there. Now because I know how to hustle for real, I can find ways to get me some money. I can make some stuff happen. You know what I mean? You can find ways. Once you start learning how to make money, you start seeing opportunities that other people don't even see. And then people will start presenting you with opportunities that you didn't even see. Because they feel like you can take that opportunity and put it into action. They start trusting you for action. And sometimes you don't even trust you for action. But they'll come to you with stuff and you'll be like, damn, I never thought of that. But because they see that you operate on action, they start bringing ideas and opportunities to you. And then you might take that opportunity, you might put it on the back burner, but you got it in your mind because you're that type of person. And then you start seeing one business income stream kind of going down and you think, ooh, I remember they said about that. Let me put that out there. Let me just see how I can do that. Then next thing you know, you got some income coming from something that somebody else said 3 months ago. Because you realize how opportunity works. You learn to monopolize on that stuff. You know what I mean? Like, what somebody had in a book. I can't even remember what book I was listening to. And the man said, you can take the money in the whole world and distribute it evenly among everybody. Everybody get the same amount. And the money, a majority of it will still end up in the same hands. And that's some real talk right there. Like, you think about it. You're like, damn. And then, like, with me, I read books by Jeff Bezos. That man, super mega billionaire status. But I still just like to know because I like to know. I just want to know. And if he put it in a book, he trying to give me some game for free. It's in the book. Anybody can pick it up. The book didn't say only for white people. It didn't say only for blacks. It didn't say only for Chinese. It didn't say only for women. The book said anybody that want to buy the damn book, buy it. So I listened to it and was like, wow. Even if I don't get there, I done got a path and a nugget been dropped in my brain on how to get there. You get what I'm saying? So even if you don't get there, nuggets done been dropped on you. Once them nuggets dropped on you, you can't go back. That's why some people won't pick up a book. Because they don't want to be held responsible. They everybody just stay in the ignorant zone. Because if you're in the ignorant zone, it's bliss. Because once you know, you can't go back. And you just have to make that decision. Do you want to be the one in the know? Or do you want to be the one over here in the clouds? High as a kite, but ain't going nowhere. Like they say, ignorance is bliss. Food for thought, people. And remember, I do business credit mentorships. I do credit counseling. Oh, shoot. Let me look. I gotta look. I be forgetting, y'all. I do massage. I ain't did massage in so long, y'all. I so miss it. So, okay. Look, I gotta read it. Cleaning. That's my number one thing. If y'all need somebody to clean, please call me. Kitty'sCustomCleaning.com. But business credit mentorships, I love talking to people and sitting down and just let's see where each other's at. Let's help each other. Let's talk about it. Because many times, most of them those sessions, people have the awesomest ideas. And they doing it. And they just need somebody to really brainstorm with them to kind of help them put it in order. To kind of help them get their logos. Help them find a CPA. Help them with their QuickBooks, stuff like that. So just putting it in order. And I do credit. I love credit. Personal credit. I love helping people. And what I do is I offer mentorships. If you need somebody to file disputes and all of that kind of stuff, I will refer you to someone. Because I don't do that. I don't file disputes. I don't do none of that. Because y'all, I'm at a point in life I like to do what I like. And I don't like doing that. It's more money in it. I just don't like it. So I just don't do that. We do payroll solutions. I help people with their 1099 pay. I don't do W-2, but I do 1099 payroll. So if you're a company and you need someone to help you with payroll, I do that. We can talk about that. I'm a notary. We do lawn care, pressure washing, painting, cleaning. I do Mary Kay men's line. Let's see. I do body glow. That's like a spray tan. That's what it is. We have the Kitty Boo 360. Hey, that everybody loves so much. They love the Kitty Boo. That's our thing. That's our fun business. I love that one. That business is fun. But it takes a type, A personality to run that. Because you got to be one of those people that ain't scared to talk to people. And you got some people that I'm scared to get on. You got to be like a hype man to get them on and make them feel comfortable. But if you're not that type personality, that business might not work out for you. What I got? Oh, I have an Airbnb coming next month. I'm putting my hand in that and I'm going to try to get me some more of that. Rental cars. I totally forgot. Rental cars. Yes. We have a Jeep Cherokee, a Jeep Wrangler, a Honda Accord, a Lexus hybrid crossover, a Audi, like a little Audi mini SUV. Anything else? No, that's it for right now. Those are our rental vehicles. It's some more, but I can't remember, y'all. But anyway, anything you want, just call me, text me, inbox me. Let's see if I can help. If I can't help, I put you in the direction of where you need to get help at. Each one, reach one. I'll put you in a direction. If it's something I don't do, like I don't do carpet cleaning, even though I do want to get a carpet cleaning van, y'all, I point you in the direction of a person who clean carpet. Even with cleaning, if we're cleaning and I don't have room in my schedule, I will get you with somebody else reputable. Now I'm not just gonna leave you out there to go make money with other people. I will head you in the right direction. With painting, if we can't get you, I will put you in the direction of somebody else. Like this week, we had a condo painted, and our crew just didn't have the capacity, so we paid Stan the man to do it. So we paid somebody else to paint, even though we can paint. And a lot of people do that with cleaning. Why would I pay somebody to clean when I can clean my own house? But your house is a wreck. It's a lot of stuff I can do, but I don't have time to do it. Put it like that. You know what I mean? But just things like that. Hit me up, people. I love you. Thank you for letting me talk to you. Now I'm going to get up here and do some paperwork. Bye, Tiffany.